So I don't think it's the most amazing way to play Doom. I mean, in terms of like, oh, I can't believe it. It's running on potatoes and bacteria colonies and all that. But I did think Doom on a PowerPoint, pretty cool to see. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I love all of the creativity that people have, and I don't know when we made this decision as a people, but someday when future civilizations are looking back, our biggest accomplishment is going to be making Doom play on everything. Every sort of technology or media that we have will play Doom. And I imagine when they're going through the rubble of Earth in, I don't know, 5 years, when they're going through the rubble that used to be Earth, they'll just be like, wow, these people really had their priorities straight. Doom on everything. And that's something I feel like in a divided nation like this, it's one of those few things we can really get behind, all of us together.
Yeah, and in June when the Rebels around and everything's destroyed this year, they'll probably be able to play Doom on Rebel, which will be pretty great.
I
So
gave us 5 years. Kelly's less optimistic than me.
I upgraded from minutes, so there's something there. But yeah, it's amazing. We're still, and just as a friendly reminder, we're still our pleas have gone unanswered for please explain to us how to play Doom on the Google search bar. If you get a chance, you just forgot to leave us simple instructions on how to do it. Um, Take a moment to do that. What you might want to do is subscribe to the channel now. So if somehow things slip away, it's very easy for you to get back. Give the video a like or two as long as you're there. Leave a comment. The key comment being, how do we play Doom on the Google taskbar? Because we still don't, Google search bar, because we still don't know. And we want to. But yeah, great video. We're going to include it in the show notes of a gentleman who said, I wonder if I can do Doom in PowerPoint. And it kind of made sense because there are some, decent basic animation features in PowerPoint. You can incorporate sounds and all that. Animated GIFs can be incorporated. Good building blocks to create it. Um, is it really playing Doom in PowerPoint, or is it a tribute to Doom in PowerPoint? I guess would be my question to you, sir. Remember, you're under oath.
I mean, yeah, I consider it playing Doom. I mean, it's honestly, it's more interactive than I thought it could be because I wasn't even, when I first saw it, I was just like, how would this even run? I thought they were just going to make the slides in PowerPoint and then port that over to something else to make it play. But essentially, it's slides and they're very brief slides of the monsters showing up and you click on them like you click on buttons in PowerPoint to kill them. So it is actually more interactive than I imagined. So, I mean, is it the best way to play Doom? No, but I think many of these aren't optimal ways to play Doom. It's more about us leaving our mark on the universe of making everything play Doom on our very limited, we can agree on that time that we have left here, making everything play Doom. So my question to you then, sir, is where do you want to see Doom next?
Uh, hmm. Snapchat. So then maybe I'll understand Snapchat. If I could get some Doom practice in on Snapchat, although I'll get lost just like I do in regular Doom. But yeah, I think Snapchat. I mean, I think we need to keep it away from any uh, electronic dashboards or types of things because if there was ever an opportunity for distracted driving, it would be walking into a room full of imps and as your light changes color and you're busy taking care of business and people are going to be unhappy with you. So I think keep it out of vehicles for sure. Snapchat just came to mind as my first thought. Do you have any new locations in mind?
So I was thinking about this, and I mean, there are games on cassettes and even vinyl and things like that. Why don't, and I don't know if somebody's put Doom on vinyl or anything like that, but why don't we try for Doom on 8 track?
And the level changes could be the track changes when you get the ching ting, and you could go. That would be all right. Yeah, I mean, I would assume so. The key will be: is there a workable C64 flavor of Doom? If there's not, build that because then, because C64 was a good environment to have tape-based input.
Yeah.
So
So for anybody who doesn't know, C64 can play anything basically. Like if you could throw a rock at it and it'll start playing a game. It's weird, but you could make anything a game on C64.
I think we should go that route. Yeah, that was always weird. We talked about it at a show earlier that I'm a huge Amiga fan. I've been coaxing Mike into the cult of Amiga over the years, and that was always one of the arguments was that Doom was the Amiga killer when we broke the story. We didn't break the story. We reported on people who broke the story. We said, actually, I think it's Wolfenstein, which I still think is right. And it just has to deal with the amazing graphic capabilities of the Amiga was done in a much more of a full screen paint to oversimplify it, bit planes and types of things to do that versus being able to kind of pixel by pixel make changes. And while it allowed for some pretty cool stuff, you didn't have anywhere near the processing power to be flipping full screens at the speed you need to keep your frames per second up to where it needed to go. But so I'm not sure architecturally how the C64, I'm assuming it has something to do with how it handles display. And well, we'd have to see there. But yeah, I think so. Step one, C64 version of Doom. Step two, so they can play off a cassette. Step three, figure out how to fake out a cassette player to play an 8-track player. Seems like 8-track tape. Seems like a very doable thing by someone more technical than us. So do that and show it to us. It'd be cool.
And
All
just in case anyone doesn't know, the cassette tapes that would play the games are just regular cassette tapes. And an 8-track is just a type of cassette tape. It's just wound differently. Instead of two spools on the cartridge, there's one, and the tape is wound in a figure eight. In case you're like, why is he such a weird, knowledgeable guy of 8-tracks? I've made two of them. So it's just wound in like a figure eight pattern, which allowed you to jump to different tracks quicker. So that's what the appeal of it was, but it also makes it more fragile. So I mean, it is essentially running the same type of tape though, so it should work. You might have to spool it differently or something like that, but it should work. But you, like Kelly said, have to make it on C64, which C64, anything will play on it. There's Netflix put a game in a Netflix movie. So there's tones that play in one of their movies. And if you record it, play it back through a tape player in your C64, it opens a program. That's how weird it's magic. I don't know. That's how it works. We're not programmers. It's magic. That's how it works. So I feel like it's doable.
And while we may not be programmers, I used to be a programmer, sorta, not a good one. While we're not game programmers, we are. So I forget what term we came up with because we're not homebrew game developers. We're like
I think we said microbrew.
home microbrewers. That's right. We're
Yeah.
home micro.
Oh, microbrewers.
So you want to get that subscription to the channel because I understand very soon there's going to be a show updating folks on future additions to Bog Pandavision, our free gaming location on our website. You can check it out and pull down some ROMs for Game Boy, freely distributable ROMs for the Game Boy. A couple online games, a few other things out there, some fine C64 work from Mike, and some goodies out there. So check that out as well. But soon, like maybe next show soon, you'll hear more.
Very soon.
Very, very soon. Anything else, sir?
No, I think that covers it.
Cool. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Bog Panda.